Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the end of 2020. Woo! Finally. Doesn't mean everything's going away when 2021 hits, but yeah, I thought I'd share some of my favourite things from this year. Mainly involving like pop culture, like TV and movies and stuff, because a lot of other things didn't happen. Didn't get to go to my Disney World trip, although I should be in the Gold Coast right now for a New Year's like trip with my sister, but that got cancelled last minute because Sydney's COVID cases are going up a bit. They're not as much as people around the world think they would be, but Australia's very cautious with everything. We're up to, like, the last I read, it was like 18 in like the state of New South Wales, and we've had a few today, one in the Blue Mountains I just saw, so woo. So yeah, I thought I'd talk about some of my favourite things from this year. I've written a lot of things down in my map of my thoughts. The BTS book, they have an album called Map of the Soul, so yeah, I thought I'd write my things down in it. I'm going to be talking about a few different things, and yeah, hopefully this isn't going for too long. We shall start with TV, because I think we all watched a lot more TV this year. Australia hasn't been fully in lockdown like other countries, except for the state of Victoria. They were in lockdown for a while. But yeah, so these are the new shows I got into, the ones that have come out the past like year or so, or still have new seasons coming out. So first was Umbrella Academy. Me and my dad finally got into that. We started when season 2 had come out, and yeah, it's a nice, cool, like, kind of superhero kind of show with time travel and stuff, which I love. Next is the morning show, which is kind of, I guess, based on kind of real events, but it's an Apple TV thing. It's got Steve Carell, Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Mark Duplass. So yeah, really good show about TV morning show, what happens behind the scenes and stuff, and they're filming season 2 at the moment, so I really cannot wait. Next is Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. It's a musical kind of TV show. Scarlett Astin is in it, who I love, and it's literally just a girl who there was an earthquake, music was playing when she was in like a CAT scan kind of machine thing, and now every time someone has feelings, she can see them perform the song and no one else can. So her best friend like told her he liked her while everyone else is like there, and he's like singing Sucker by the Jonas Brothers. It's a pretty fun TV show. It's got a lot of heart in it, a lot of it's funny as well, but yeah, I cannot wait. Season 2 is coming out like in a week or so. Cannot wait. Next is another musical TV show, Julie and the Phantoms. This was on Netflix. Definitely has a Disney vibe to it, especially with Kenny Ortega's name attached to it. It's a girl who has lost her mum. She hasn't really been back into music, and she doesn't really want to do it until she meets these 3 ghosts, hence the name The Phantoms. And people can't see them unless that they play together. So people think they're like holograms. It's a really fun show. It's got a lot of heart to it. Twist came at the end, so I can't wait to see, and I think we're getting a season 2. But yeah, it's all like on my TikTok timeline and stuff, and I can't wait. Next is The Crown. Very late to The Crown. We're only just about to start season 3, so I can't wait for that. And yeah, we've only just started very recently, and I'm really liking it. I'm really upset that they're changing actors and that, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. Next is Song Exploder, which is a Netflix show, TV show, where it's literally one episode interviewing like a band or an artist or something of music. Like they had Dua Lipa, they've had The Killers, had Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it's just one song that they've picked from an album or a song that people know, and they show what's happened, like how they wrote the lyrics, how the song came about. It's very interesting. I really like that kind of stuff. And then the next is The Movies That Made Us, kind of like the movie version of Song Exploder. They just brought out a holiday one as well with Elf, and that was really fun. So you get to see how it came apart, like the writing, what inspired it, how it took that, like what happened with the movie. Some movies took like ages to get made, and all that, and some people took ages to cast, so it's a really interesting thing. I do like that behind the scenes kind of look into movies and TV. I didn't get into it this year, but I finally finished it this year. It's Schitt's Creek. I got into it 4 or 5 years ago, but it'd be this weird thing where I would only watch it when I'm on an aeroplane. I know, weird. So I haven't been on a plane in a while, so I finally got to finish it. I finished it on Christmas Day. It was great. Loved the ending. I really love the show. I've loved it since my sister first showed it to me like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm glad people finally got to understand it and finally like become fans of it after all these years. It just took me a while to finally finish it. And then I want to try and get into Ted Lasso. I've seen one episode, very funny, and everyone's saying how amazing it is. I think it's already been renewed for another 2 seasons, which is crazy, and that's on Apple TV. But I also got into some old TV shows that have been off for a bit. I got into Bad Education, which is Jack Whitehall's TV show from back in the day in the UK. Just about a teacher who's like not the best, and the students are kind of like crazy and not the best either, so it's very funny. A lot of different things happen. I also got into Liv and Maddie this year, which is a Disney TV show from back in the day. I, being a 28-year-old, almost 29-year-old, stopped watching like Disney held TV shows when I think Jonas LA went off, and that was because I love the Jonas Brothers. But yeah, I don't really watch much Disney shows, and I've always been that person that's like, I don't even watch Disney Channel movies or Disney movies anymore because I already have my favourites. But I started watching this because John Fisher was in it, and I wanted to see what he was kind of like in it, and I really liked his episode, so I've decided to start fully actually watching every episode. I haven't finished yet, but I'm really liking it. And to be honest, never told for a Disney TV show. Who cares? Like, if you like it, you like it. And then the next is kind of like a doco kind of thing, but every episode's different. It's called The 2000s. The first episode's about TV, and I think the 2000s TV show is kind of by HBO, so it's got a lot of HBO TV and a lot of HBO talk, but it's very interesting. Found out a lot of crazy cool things. They also do like stuff on music and politics and stuff, but I really like the first 2 episodes of the TV. And yeah, those are the ones I got into. I think that came out last year on HBO, but Australia has it on the streaming service BINGE. And they also have rewatches. I love to rewatch. sorry, not sorry. But watch The Office, the American version, a lot. Also watch Parks and Rec a lot. Haven't watched it in a few months, but I do watch it. Like, it's one of the shows, if I have like a free like hour, I'm gonna put it on just so I can keep doing something, but I can still pay attention if I need to. But yeah, very, very funny. Also got back into the OC this year. I think I got into like halfway through season 2. That was like before quarantine started in like March or whatever it was, or April. And yeah, I never got back into it, but I need to, because I've never officially finished the series, because when it came out on TV and certain things happened after season 3, you're like, no, I don't want to watch it, and then you stop watching after a couple of episodes of like season 3 or 4 or whatever. So I've never officially finished it, but my goal is to finally finish it all, even if it does suck. And then I also started watching a lot more Glee this year. Glee's kind of had a resurgence this year. I think it came on Netflix in America or something. But yeah, I watched Glee when it aired. I watched every single episode, even though it was not the best. But yeah, I've always loved Glee. I think definitely season 1, 2 is probably my favourite. Questionable for the last couple of seasons. I really want to rewatch it again, see how things turned out and how it happened, because I can't remember some things, and I question some of the storylines and how weird it was written. Like, Demi Lovato was on like 4 episodes and then just randomly disappears, and then they say, oh, she's doing a roller derby tournament, and then never gets mentioned again. Same with Adam Lambert, and I never got the whole Dean Guy storyline. I forget what character he played, but he was the guy that Rachel liked in New York. He was known here for Australian Idol and TV show Neighbours, so it was a big deal to kind of have him on like a big TV show. But yeah, those are the rewatches I've watched. I'll talk about docos. So these are my favourite ones I've watched. There's one called This Is Paris. It's on YouTube, so you can watch it for free. It's Paris Hilton's one. Honestly, I heard a few things about it and I was like, maybe I should watch it. I would definitely suggest it, even if you're one of those people that like, oh, it's Paris Hilton, she's rich and famous. Should really probably still watch it. She's gone through a lot of crap. To be honest, not the biggest fans of her parents. gotta be honest, like they just sent her to some camp and it was more like prison by the looks of it. Like she got abused and stuff, and yeah, like her voice is not the same as people know. Like she's put on this facade, and so yeah, that was crazy. But I definitely watched that. It was very interesting. Next is Miss Americana, which is Taylor Swift's doco that came out around my birthday weekend, so in January. Came out for Sundance Film Festival. I've been a fan for Taylor for like over a decade, and I found out some crazy amazing but sad things as well in the doco, so if you're not really a fan, I would suggest watch it. You get to know her better, you get more of an in-depth of certain things, why she went away for the whole year and why she's really private and everything. Kind of get to know, I guess, her mum a little bit better, and some of the scenes are kind of sad and that, but a lot of them are very like powerful and uplifting. Next is Class Action Park, which I would definitely recommend, but if you're maybe scared of theme parks and stuff, maybe don't watch it. I found out about this because Becky Habsburger, who's married to Keith from the Try Guys, who does YouTube, she said in a podcast that she watched it and it's about America's or the world's worst theme park in the world. And yeah, I'll agree, it is the worst theme park. People died there and they still had this theme park running. People got injured. A lot of things were very illegal. Crazy. Yeah, so I watched that on the streaming service BINGE. And now it's on HBO Max in America, so I would suggest going and watching it. Class Action Park, the park is actually called Action Park. It's not a thing anymore. There's something else to say now, but it was in New Jersey, so everything's legal in New Jersey. Next is Behind the Try, which is the Try Guys documentary. It came out last week or so. It's really great. You get to see them on their tour, also learn a little bit more about them and what they're like growing up and their side of what they want to do, like with comedy or movies and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really cool. Get to learn a lot more about Eugene, like coming out and how much of a big deal for that was for him. Then the next one is kind of sad. It's called American Murder, The Family Next Door. I think it was on Netflix. It's about a guy who I'm not going to mention. They mentioned his name in the doco, but I'm not going to mention it. He kills his pregnant wife and 2 kids. And it's just about how there's video footage of police cams of like interviewing him, and also like messages from her texting her friends and stuff, like her worried that he doesn't love her anymore or she thinks he's cheating or something, which he was. But yeah, it's like really crazy how he was lying about it, saying, oh, I don't know where they are, and no, but yeah, it's a really sad doco. I would go recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. I want to talk about movies, and I've actually written down every single movie in my phone this year, and I have watched 133 movies, some old, some new, some are documentaries which I count as movies, but yeah, really great. It's the 30th while I'm filming this, so maybe I'll watch another movie or two the next like 24 hours, who knows. I doubt it though, but I'm gonna try and watch Soul maybe before the new year, fingers crossed. So yeah, a lot of movies didn't come out this year because COVID, but still saw a bit of them. Australia has had their cinemas open, but we still don't get the huge big blockbusters because America can't go see movies, so they don't want to send it out, have torrents and pirated and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will say some of these movies for us in Australia came out this year. A lot of award-winning nominated movies for Oscars and stuff, we don't get them until the new year, so I will be seeing a couple that were nominated for this year's Oscars, but we just don't get them in cinemas until later. So Parasite for starters, which did win Best Picture. We only got that in cinemas this year, and amazing, great thriller. I would recommend it. I want to try and watch it again, especially with my dad, because I want to see how he thinks about it. Jojo Rabbit as well, really great, funny, but also like very, very heartfelt. It's about a little boy who's like 10, who like is a Nazi, and finds out his mum's hiding a Jewish teenager or a young adult girl in their attic or whatever, and they become friends, and he realizes he's kind of on the bad team. But yeah, it's like Taika Waititi did it, amazing, like comedy and all that kind of guy. Thor, the next Thor movie should be filming here soon, which he's got a hand in, so yeah, can't wait for that. Richard Jewell, which is about the Atlanta bombing for the Olympics, I'm pretty sure. There's this guy, it's a real story. He's a security guard, but he really wants to be like a cop, and everyone knows him as this cop obsessed kind of guy. And he finds this bag at this park where a lot of people are at, because there's like a concert for like the Olympics happening, and then they find it and it blows up, and everyone says, oh, he did it so he could be the hero. So they're trying to like try and make it out that he did it, see what else happens, and like interrogate him and stuff. But the guy who's in it, Paul Walter Hauser, I first saw him in the TV show Kingdom. I watched Kingdom because Nick Jonas is in it, and he was amazing in it. He was also in like I, Tonya, and he's in this, and honestly, such a great actor. I hope he gets more roles. Such a good actor. But yeah, a great cast in it as well. So Sam Rockwell, Kathy Bates. I really liked it, so I would suggest that. Next was the last movie I saw before cinemas, I guess, like COVID, you know, the whole lockdown kind of thing happened here, which was Sonic the Hedgehog. I thought it was a really nice, fun kids family movie. Ben Schwartz plays the voices of Sonic. James Marsden's in it, Jim Carrey's in it. Really like it. I mean, not the best movie in the world, but nice family fun movie about Sonic. I think they're doing another one, which is fun. Next is Palm Springs, and anything involving the Lonely Island I shall watch, and this was really fun. It came out on Amazon Prime here in Australia, I'm pretty sure, and it's pretty much like a Groundhog Day kind of situation. This guy's already in the situation, but then this girl comes into it, and she gets wrapped into this kind of Groundhog Day kind of world, and they relive the same day over and over, which is her sister's wedding. And yeah, next is Broken Hearts Gallery, which is a really nice, cute kind of rom-com. Came out in cinemas. It's kind of reminds me of a Netflix kind of movie. This girl keeps pretty much everything from past relationships, and she meets this guy who wants to do a hotel, and they kind of become friends and stuff, and they set up like this whole thing of people trying to bring like souvenirs from their ex-relationships, and you know, Broken Hearts Gallery, you have like random things and stuff, and yeah, it's a nice little rom-com. Next is The King of Staten Island, which is Pete Davidson. It's about a boy in his like 20s and stuff, doesn't know what he's doing with life, trying to figure out everything. Kind of a little bit based on Pete Davidson's life, with the firefighter aspect, that his dad was a firefighter and died. But yeah, I really liked it. Nice kind of comedy, some parts are dark. Pretty sure Judd Apatow directed it. And next one's Work It, which is a Netflix dance movie, and your girl loves a dance film. Love Step Up. Step Up 2 is obviously the best. Won't hear any more at me. I will prove you wrong. But yeah, this one really good. I loved it. I mainly watched it because John Fisher and Keane Lonsdale were in it. Keane Lonsdale's from The Flash, but he's also a Western Sydney boy like your girl. Yeah, I really liked it. It's a nice dance movie. Nice and fun, nice little romantic kind of thing. So yeah. Next is The Prom, which is a movie musical. If you don't like musicals or movies that randomly break out into song and dance, I would suggest not watching this. I didn't really know much about this until the film got announced with Andrew Reynolds and James Corden, because big fans of those guys. So yeah, it's about a girl who wants to take her girlfriend to the prom, and the PA or PDA or whatever it's called, some school thing, say no to it. So then these celebrities and Broadway people who have big egos are like, oh, we should go help and we'll get our names out there and have all this like cool press, and they come and help and put on a prom for her. A nice musical. I want to see the musical in the future, but it's not on Broadway anymore. Happiest Season is next, which is a nice Christmas movie. Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek's in it, Kristen Stewart's in it, which I really like. She played a really good character in this. Also Aubrey Plaza had a nice little cast of a girl taking her girlfriend back home for Christmas, but the plot is she still hasn't come out to her parents, and also she said her girlfriend is actually just a friend and her roommate. But yeah, so it's a little bit like pulls your heartstrings a little bit, but yeah, some parts are a little real funny in that. Dan Levy, love him in it. It's a scene stealer in my opinion. Next is Eurovision, which is a Will Ferrell, Rachel McAdams movie based on pretty much the show Eurovision. Not a big fan of Australia being in Eurovision because we aren't part of Europe, we're part of the Commonwealth, but I don't get why we're in it. It's a nice fun movie, kind of like shows the crazy side of Eurovision. So people that I know in America are not used to the whole Eurovision thing, but it's this crazy event every year where one person from each country sings, and Europe and that get a vote for it. So yeah, really funny movie. Will Ferrell was funny in it, and I'm kind of annoyed Rachel McAdams doesn't sing in it. It's someone else who sings, but oh well. Next is Tenet, which is a Christopher Nolan movie I've seen twice now. Really good. Christopher Nolan always loves to make you think and do stuff with your mind, so it's really crazy. Some things I got in the first time and some things I got in the second time, so I would definitely suggest it if you can go see it. The next one is Secret Society of the Second Born Royals, which is on Disney Plus. Scarlett Aston is in it. I do love Scarlett Aston. It's literally a secret club for second born royals who have these superpowers, and they kind of become superhero kind of things. So yeah, really fun. And then for Soul has just come out. Have not seen it, but I cannot wait to. And everyone is saying how amazing it is, and I cannot wait. So I'm going to try and watch that in the next coming days. I've also watched some old movies this year that I want to recommend. They've been out for a year or a number of years, and I've only just gotten to watch them. But What We Do in the Shadows, which is Taika Waititi and Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords, it's from like maybe like 5-6 years ago. It's a mockumentary. It's a vampire documentary where it's just following these vampires around of what they do. It's so stupid but so funny. Yeah, I really loved it. First time seeing it, but big fan of those two guys. You know, Flight of the Conchords crazy and amazing, and Taika Waititi is just so funny. I have also watched I Love You Man, which is Jason Segel, Paul Rudd. Guy doesn't have any friends. He wants to find a best man, and then these two guys become friends, and they do become friends. Really funny comedy. I watched it with my parents. My mum somehow stayed up and watched it. She's not a big movie fan, but yeah. And next one is Fargo, which I haven't seen before, but I'd heard so much about, and I really liked it. They've got a TV show on it now, and my friend Beck keeps telling me to watch it, but I haven't yet. But yeah, the movie's really good. I really liked it. West Side Story. I mainly put this down because they've got a new one coming out. It's not coming out until next December now because of COVID, but I cannot wait. There's a few problematic things like white people having their skin darkened to play Puerto Ricans, which is not on. But yeah, this was years ago, so long ago, but still couldn't find. And then a number of people in the film don't even sing their parts, that they've got other people singing it, which I prefer if you pick someone who can sing and act. I'm sorry, but why be in a musical if you can't sing and act? That's my opinion though. But yeah, I can't wait for the next one. Rachel is just, I know she's gonna kill it. It's her like first big movie role. I think she got picked like out of like thousands of people, and yeah, I cannot wait. And it's also directed by Steven Spielberg, so gonna be great. Like, it's Spielberg. And then the last one is Last Christmas, which came out last year, but I only just saw it a few days ago. It's got Millie Clark and Henry Golding. Really great cast. It's a nice kind of like love, like comedy kind of thing, like based off the Wham song Last Christmas, and it's kind of based on George Michael's songs as well, and that they play a lot of his songs. And yeah, it's really nice. It's like crazy stuff that happens, but really good. I thought I might talk about concerts that happened this year. There weren't many live ones. But yeah, I went to 2 live ones this year from what I can remember. And they were literally day after each other. It was in February. February. So long ago, and little did we know what was going to happen. So the last concert I went to was Queen with Adam Lambert. And that was amazing. That was at ANZ Stadium in Sydney. Like 75,000 people. So good, amazing. And the next day I went to the festival Firefight Australia, which was a charity concert festival to raise money for people who lost family or friends or homes in the bushfires that Australia had this last year and a half. And yeah, really amazing. Had such a good lineup. It went for like 1 p.m. to like 11 p.m. Really fun. Had Queen and Adam Lambert. They did the Live Aid set, which they haven't done since Live Aid. It was amazing. Like 5 Seconds of Summer, Delta Goodrem, Ronan Keating, Alice Cooper. Also had like Michael Bublé, KD Lang, Hilltop Woods, like a lot of Australian artists. It was really fun. But yeah, there's photos and videos online if you want to go check it out. And yeah, that was like the last concert festival I ever went to, and yeah, just been watching them all online since. But yeah, I've got some streams and taped ones as well. So first one is City of Lover, which was Taylor Swift. She brought it up like on Disney Plus, the her performance she did in Paris with a lot of fans for her Lover album. So that was really fun. She only did maybe like half an hour's worth because she performed other songs, but they can't be out publicly because she'd be technically re-recording them, and she couldn't have done that before November. If you know, you know. And it was really fun because she did stuff on piano, acoustic, did a performance. It was really nice. Next is also Folklore Studio Sessions, which came out not long ago on Disney Plus. I've got my cardigan. It's really nice. I'm loving it. It's summer, but I don't care. And this is her and Jack and Aaron coming together, performing it for the first time, also talking about the songs and how they came about. Really amazing, really cool. And she performed all the songs, so it's like 18 songs or something, so that was like really fun. Next is BTS. They did earlier in quarantine, they showed all of their concerts on YouTube for a whole weekend. It was like just a replay, like for like one day, and then the next day had like a replay and that stuff. It was a lot of concerts, so had a lot to catch up on. But it was like really fun. Like that whole weekend was a big thing. Like it was when like all the people were doing like quarantine concerts like on TV and stuff, like, so it was real fun. And then they also did one a couple of months back for their actual concerts they were meant to do this year. BTS on one, and you pay for that, and they did full performance in like a stadium arena kind of thing, but no fans obviously. And yeah, you got to have different angles and have like some cool like behind the scenes experience after. It's really, really fun. Let's talk about the Jonas Brothers next. They brought out like a doco kind of concert. It was mainly more of a concert for their Happiness Begins, and it was really fun. They didn't show everything from the concerts. Didn't show the Mandy Mega Mix, which sucks because that was amazing. But yeah, like I really liked it, and you kind of got some doco behind the scenes kind of stuff of them talking and performing together. And, a few weeks back, I guess I'll mention, it's not my favourite thing of the year, they did a free YouTube concert. It went for like 30 minutes, and they kept saying, oh, you guys gotta choose the set list and it's gonna be interactive and everything, and you literally only chose one song. And they probably, it was When You Look Me in the Eyes and Love Bug, and Love Bug obviously won, but we just like probably already pre-taped that and just like made it look like people voted for it. So I don't know, it was kind of, they never promoted it or anything like that. It was kind of a weird thing, but at least we got some kind of concert thing. And the next is The Show Must Go On. It's a UK like theatre kind of thing. Every few weeks they, for like 48 hours only, they had this like musical, like Phantom of the Opera or like Kinky Boots or something, War of the Worlds. They would play it for like 48 hours and for free on YouTube, and you get your kind of theatre fix, I guess. It was really fun. I really liked that. And the last one is Hamilton. Came out on Disney Plus, and I finally got to see it, and yeah, I loved it. I've been wanting to see it for 5 years because, you know, Broadway's expensive and all that, and living in Australia. So yeah, Hamilton, like, amazing. Saw that finally. I have this thing where I don't listen to cast recordings until I see the show or the movie, and I finally got to listen to the whole soundtrack, and that was my like most played thing on Spotify this year. But yeah, go watch Hamilton. It's coming to Australia in March, hopefully. But yeah, go watch it on Disney Plus. Now let's talk about music. We were lucky enough to get 2 Taylor Swift albums. 2. I'm still not processing it. I was an over lover, and then Taylor's like, bringing out a new album tonight, and then 5 months later bringing out another new album tonight. And yeah, I think I like folklore more, but I'm just like not used to Taylor releasing this much music at this in like 16 months. So but yeah, my favourites folklore have to be August, The One, No, My Tears Ricochet, Mad Woman, the last Great American Dynasty, Forevermore. I've been trying to get into it more, but I've only got a couple. No Body, No Crime with Haim, Love a Murder Mystery, we love. Coney Island for featuring The National. I really do like that, the story, and that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it mentions like lyrics from old Taylor songs, which is pretty cool. I do love Champagne Problems, and the bridge is great, and the story for it's really cool. And then Marjorie, which good cry song too. So the song's about her nan and how she still like kind of like thinks she's still here because she's passed away, but she's like holding on to the memories and everything like that, and I can relate to because my grandparents are not here anymore, so I get a little bit like, you know, teary when I listen to it. So I don't listen to it that much, but it's still a really amazing song, like what she's written. And like her nan was like an opera singer or something, so she like kind of has like a little bit of feature in the song of like the backing vocals. And yeah, just like the photos and stuff that she has in the lyric video is very amazing. Her grandma was very pretty. But yeah, just like makes me think of my grandparents. But yeah, those are mine for Taylor's album. We have the album here. We have Folklore here. We don't have Evermore yet because I don't want to keep buying more albums. I literally waited for so long for this one because I think, yeah, to buy the Lakes, you had to buy the physical, and then we got this weeks later and it's like it's on Spotify now, so I'm like, cool, I'll wait for Spotify to have the bonus tracks for Evermore. But yeah, so I got that. We had McFly, which was their first album in a decade. They released like an album last year, but it was songs from like 6-7 years ago that they just never brought out and they didn't like, and they just never brought out. which were really fun. But yeah, they've had some good stuff this year. They've released singles. Their album went to #2 in the UK. AC/DC beat it, but we don't care. Also, we had 2 BTS albums, one before quarantine, one during, and yeah, Dynamite went off like it would, because Dynamite does. Yeah, their first English song, still charting, still being played on radio, in adverts, and yeah, really great album. And then we have JoJo, my girl, one of my favourite artists, probably my favourite female vocalist. She brought out that album, Good to Know. She also brought out a deluxe version for Good to Know. She also brought out an acoustic version for Good to Know, which was amazing. Like, you got all so many different versions. Some songs on the deluxe have either a feature or the feature's been taken off from the normal version, and acoustic version is just so good. I love it. And she also brought out a Christmas album, which I'm not a big fan of Christmas music, but her vocals are amazing. So yeah, JoJo's had a lot of crap in the past with her labels, but she's going good now, and I'm really happy, and she deserves more recognition. She deserved to be nominated for a Grammy, but you know, the Grammys suck. Next we have, I've been into his music for a bit, but he released some new music this year. Jordan Fisher, he released some great stuff. His song Contact was one of my most played songs on Spotify. Great R&B singer. He streams on Twitch, and he sometimes sings on there, so if you want to hear him sing or play a video game, go watch his Twitch. Jonas Brothers released 3 songs. They weren't my favourites of the Jonas Brothers, but at least we got some music. But they released What a Man Gotta Do, which is kind of fun, and they released X, which I wasn't a big fan of. Don't know why, but you can't like everything, right? And then they released 5 More Minutes, which I really liked, a nice acoustic kind of song. But yeah, like, they were meant to release an album this year, and they thought, no, with everything going on, it's not the right time. But in my opinion, it is the right time. Everyone's home, everyone can listen to it. More people can be home and listening to an album. But yeah, hopefully that album is still coming out. They had it on their merch store for pre-order, which was kind of stupid in my opinion. So hopefully people get their money back for that, because there's no album coming out this year. And yeah, so hopefully we get a new album in the new year. Who knows if it's going to be new music and redone, if music's going to be cut, if that album's going to be cut. You never know with these Jonas Boys. And then Hamilton. Hamilton was one of my most played songs or albums on Spotify non-stop. Get it? Because there's a song called Non-Stop. But yeah, really great. Lynn and the Roots did amazing. Like, the Roots executive produced it, I'm pretty sure. And I love musicals. What can you say? So I want to end on YouTubers. These are some ones I've gotten into the past year, some ones that are like oldish but I want to recommend. So the new ones I want to recommend that I got into this year is Emma McEwen. I think that's how you say her last name. She's I'm pretty sure she's American, living in the UK, in Wales to be specific. But I really love her. She does like ranking videos. She does some like kind of pop culture stuff of like old like fun video games like from back in the day. They were like dress up kind of games or that kind of stuff. And then she kind of does stuff with old like TV kind of dramas like Gossip Girl or Pretty Lies and stuff like that. But yeah, I really liked it, how I got into her. And how I got into this next YouTuber. She recommended it on Instagram or on YouTube, and her name's Ali Sheen. She's Australian actually, and yeah, she does really great videos. She's a huge Taylor Swift and Jonas Brothers fan. She does kind of like videos about favourite Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen video, like movies and stuff like that. She also does fashion. For the past couple of years she's been a camp counsellor in America, so she's got some cool videos about that, but also travel videos, which I really like. Really fun. Next is Kate Loves Disney, which is a girl named Caitlin from Canada, and I got into her because she was ranking all of the Disney Channel movies, and I mean all of them. She did the them in 3 parts. It was really fun, but I got into her for that. But she does other cool Disney reviews and like Disney ships and all that kind of stuff. It's really fun. Next I got into Brie Larson, like the actress Brie Larson. She started a YouTube channel this year, which is really fun. She got some help from some YouTubers like Laura DIY and all that kind of stuff, but I really like it. She sometimes talks about like audition stories, movies and that she auditioned for she didn't get. She also does turning comments into songs. It's really fun. She's done a couple of cooking videos, which is really fun. I really like her. Then there's Chris Stuckman, who I've known for a bit, but I haven't really watched his channel until this year, and he's a movie reviewer. Not the best year to get into a movie review, but I still like him. He's very, very honest, which I really love, because there's sometimes those people that are just like, oh, I love it, it's an okay movie, but I love it. Yeah, I don't know, but he's like really fun and very honest, which I really love. Next is Roomy Official, which is, his name's Joel, and he does videos every day. He's a musician, but he does like, he has a one video where he does Reddit stuff and like replies to all that, but all the other ones are about music, where it's like 90s music versus 2010s music or that kind of stuff. It's really cool how it's like trying to guess like games of people who have covered something, or someone who's stolen music from another artist, and I really liked it. The next one is Mike the Snare, which is I got into him very recently, but I got into him because he did a video about Glee. It's like a 53-minute video about him talking about all the seasons of Glee, how its impact and everything, but also talk about like its statistics, like how many songs it had on the Billboard charts in season 1 and season 2, and it talks about the different seasons and how it kind of went downhill after a few seasons and stuff. Very interesting, and I watched every Glee episode on TV, but yeah, very interesting. So if you like Glee and that, I go watch the video. But he also does a lot of music reviews. I really loved another video he did about ringtones and how big a deal ringtones were back in the day for the music charts and for the artists. It was really good. So he does those kind of like talking videos, but I really liked them. Next one I want to talk about is YouTubers that I've watched for like years that I really just want to recommend. Next one's Amy Lovett, and I got into her I think last year, and I got into her because she did some Glee videos. You can see a theme here. I do like Glee, but yeah, it's like she does Glee videos of like unpopular opinions or favourite songs, or songs that storylines that maybe should have happened, and she does a lot of musical theatre, so I like that as well. So she talks about musicals and movie musicals and stuff like that. I really like it. Next is Catherine Steele, back into the musical theatre category. She also does that. She does a cool video sometimes about like why Broadway shows can't be like pro-taped and everything, and how it can't just go onto a streaming service or be done live and stuff, and why ticket prices have to be the way they are sometimes and stuff. Really fun. But she also does like talk about movie musicals and stuff like that. Next is Lauren Lipman, who's I watch her because she's a Taylor Swift fan. She talks a lot about Taylor Swift stuff, but she's trying to branch out a little bit more at the moment. But I really love her, how she talks about all the Taylor Swift stuff that's going on. Next is Trin Lovell. She just reacts to movies and TV shows. I watched her because she watched Glee episodes. But yeah, it's like really funny. My sister's just got into her as well. I got into her like a year or so ago, and she just watches movies of, she's either mainly has watched before or hasn't watched in a while. It's really fun. Next is Anthony Padilla, who I've watched for years. He's an OG YouTuber. People know him from Smosh. He branched out and left Smosh a number of years ago, and he's been doing this thing for the past like year or two, where he interviews people from different, I guess, groups. People find them taboo to talk about or something, and he just brought out a doco about like maid, being like working in a maid cafe kind of thing, like, and how he did that and stuff. but he does it like with he interviews people like from people who have been in school shootings to things like people who dress up as fairies. Like, it's very different things, but it's like still kind of, I guess, a taboo kind of topics. But really interesting. I would really suggest watching his channel. He's a great interviewer. There's nothing harmful that he does. He always wants to be respectful of those people. And then the last two ones, the last two will be two of my friends. My friend Beck started a YouTube channel the last year or so. It's under Becky J, but I will be linking all this information down below. She does a lot of like fashion, makeup, sometimes a travel if we get to travel, but yeah, she does a lot of like reviews with like fashion and makeup, and she does like get ready with me and stuff like that. And my friend Jackie, she's under Jackie Collins on YouTube. She does a lot of like reviews for music, and she also did a lot of like movie reaction trailers and stuff. But yeah, she would sometimes do concert vlog, but haven't been to a concert in a while. But yeah, I'd recommend them too. They're my friends, but they also do great content. So I want to talk about a couple of online things that happened this year. They're nothing that big, it's just things that I liked. TikTok. I got into Musical.ly years ago, but I never understood why people were getting famous for lip syncing. But yeah, like I got into that, I started watching it. I tried making my first TikTok last night and I don't understand what to do. I wanted to do like a switch thing where I had a video of someone else's video for 5 seconds and then turn to my video, but it wouldn't let me do an upload, so I'd have to like video it myself, which is kind of stupid. So I don't know, who knows, maybe TikTok's not my thing, but I do like to scroll through my For You page for hours. It's very fun. McFly, who we talked about before, they release like a kind of streaming service for fans, monthly and annually, and they have a lot of things on it. They have concert concert footage, they have documentaries, they have all their music videos in 4K, they do live streams on it as well. They did a Christmas concert live stream like a week or two ago, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I signed up for that annually, and they also followed me on Instagram, which is pretty fun. But yeah, that was fun, and I'd recommend it if you're a McFly fan. Get some cool exclusives. And the last thing, for Australians, I'm gonna suggest the streaming service BINGE. I'm getting it for free because I'm with Telstra, and you get like a free 3-month trial kind of thing. So I don't know how much it actually is, but I will put it here of the pricing and that at the moment and what it is for this day. And I really like it. They've got a lot of like TV shows and documentaries and stuff, but we also get a lot of stuff from HBO because it's connected with HBO in America. So I feel like if you want to get something from HBO in America, you'll probably be getting it on BINGE. And I want to watch stuff on there more. There's a lot of old TV shows I really want to watch. I'd suggest getting BINGE. It's very fun. I know there's a lot of streaming services out there, but there is a lot of content on there. Also, one of my favourite things of this year, which I got the other day and I'm using now, is a ring light. Woo! This is what it looks like from before without any light. Don't know how I lived with that, but now we have light. And yeah, woo! Change different colours. It's orange, that's another white, and this is the one I've been using. But yeah, my sister got it for me from Christmas. It's like a stand as well, and yeah, can't wait to use it and use a tripod more. What I was using before was 2 shoeboxes and a little tiny tripod with no lighting. I have a light above me, which is not good for shadows and everything, but yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully you can have a better setup in this new year, maybe even a microphone, who knows, but I'm really excited. Hopefully 2021 is going to be better. Hopefully I can travel somewhere. COVID cases are sadly going up in Sydney at the moment again. I won't be surprised if we go into lockdown or something. But yeah, hopefully it gets better. On January 30th, aka my birthday, I'm going to be seeing Rent at the Sydney Opera House, if that still goes ahead. And then from March, Hamilton comes to Sydney, hopefully. and the cast looks amazing. Can't wait. And I've got 3 tickets for that. I'm going to see it opening weekend with my sister and my friend Beck. Then me and my sister are gonna go see it again in like June or something. Then me and my friend's definitely gonna go see it in like August. So I can't wait. Hopefully it does happen still. I love musicals, and yeah, just I was meant to go to Broadway this year, but that didn't happen. But yeah. So my other favourite thing is this cardigan. It's Taylor Swift. There we go. Ooh, my Jonas shirt I also got, which I ordered ages ago. Also, I got these tights today. There we go. Woo! They have a pocket. They are Try Guys. And yeah, I got them today, and hopefully I can wear them. They're my first ever pair of leggings because I never exercise. And I don't own joggers, so I probably should do that. But yeah, they're fun, they're nice and soft, and yeah. I actually also got this shirt earlier in the year. It's a t-shirt dress, I guess you could say. It's Jonas Brothers. It's very long, and yeah, I can't wait to wear that out more. It is summer now, so can't wait. And hopefully everything goes better in this new year. Hopefully we get a vaccine in Australia soon. Hopefully cases go down. I hope you have a nice day. Bring on the new year. Comment below your favourite TV, movie, or music of the year. Let's keep it all positive, you know. Fingers crossed everything gets better. And I'll see you guys in the new year. I've said for weeks and months now that I'll be uploading my Nick Jonas Ambassador vlog, which was from 2016. We were never told we're allowed to upload it, but I think we got word like years ago, but I just never got around to it. But also it makes me very emotional because of what happened. Like, it was just a great time, but I've been trying to edit all that, and hopefully that'll be my first video of the new year. So yeah, hope you guys have a nice day, happy new year, and stay safe. Bye guys.